Oh my god. Oh. Oh.
First year, after studying 2 3 subjects, now those will be canvas, those will be creating interest, those canvas will show in chemistry, what is there in math, what is there in history, what is there in commerce. So first year will be exposing student to what, so that interest get created in the minds. Now once that interest, the student's interest will be primary important. On that basis, student will choose one of the subjects which he has studied in first year and second. First year means first and second semester as one major. A student who has not studied a subject in first year will not be able to take that subject in as a major in third semester. Now, amongst one subject of either two or three what he has studied in first and second semester, he will choose it at major, and second subject will be minor subject. There may be choice for selecting minor, but definitely major will have to be only from the subjects which he has studied in first year. Now that becomes his subject of interest, and now more breadth and depth will increase. And along with that, courses on IKS, first year it is expected generic IKS. So it will not be major specific. But later on, once major and minor is decided, second IKS will be related to major only. Then experiential learning. So internship, field-based learning, on-job training, community engagement and service, that is a mandatory component. Affinitive domain, experiential learning, skill, psychomotor domain. So first was say cognitive domain, now is for experiential learning, psychomotor domain, as well as affinitive domain. Now here, assessment of field-based learning, on-job training, community engagement. So that is the assess, because we have to give, student will earn credit. For cognitive domain, knowledge domain, our examination system is well set. We can set the question and test, but more important, our assessment system, we will have to work a lot on how to assess co-curricular courses, community engagement courses, internship, on-job training, field-based learning. So rubrics we will have to develop, mechanism we will have to develop, so that we can assess, and on our expected learning outcome will have to be designed for every activity, and we will have to assess the student about its attainment, and depending upon degree of attainment, we will have to grade them A B C D like that also. So that is the job we will have to do. We will have to devise Next is vocational and skill, psychomotor component. Integration of vocational education into academic education that is achieved through the verticals of VSEC, vocational skill enhancement courses. So depending upon the major, whatever the student has selected, its vocational part of it, skill part of it will be the compulsory mandatory component, and defined number of credits will have to be earned. Then only student will get the certificate, degree, diploma, whatever level to which. But it is mandatory now that vocational component VSEC will have to be there. So other verticals are about, say, humanities part of it, language, communication skills in English as well as second. Environmental studies is mandatory, that is Supreme Court judgment. And value ethic life skill education courses, VELSE. So that is the affinitive domain. And as we were saying that everybody takes education for two things. One for, you can say, occupation, profession, or livelihood, and second is for passion, for interest. Engineers, we know many engineers like Anil Kumble or Srinath, they were by qualification engineer. Many music directors, singers, Sridhar Phadke, and many people we know, they have qualified as engineer but are in music industry. So passion. So here provision is given in terms of open elective or generic elective, wherein student can select a course of for his passion also. Here compulsory is a student cannot select open elective or generic elective from the faculty of his major subject. So versatility is given for open electives also. A student from science and technology faculty will have necessarily to take a subject from commerce management faculty or humanities faculty or interdisciplinary faculty. It is a good provision. So student can even pursue for their some credits necessarily students have to earn through this OE. And the concept of extracurricular is completely removed in NEP. Anything and everything, there is nothing like extracurricular. So it is called as co-curricular courses. So student can, or necessarily a student has to earn some credit through co-curricular courses also. So sports is there, cultural is there, social engagement is there, community engagement is there. So those also, so the rubrics will have to be designed. See, assessment and examination of co-curricular courses is also a challenge, but the if we go through the, you can say, documents released by UGC in terms of evaluation, so they have provided the rubrics also, guidelines is given how to evaluate the student attainment of expected learning outcome for co-curricular courses also. We'll have to adopt, or we have to devise and design new mechanisms for assessment of attainment of expected learning outcome from value education courses, life skill education courses, co-curricular courses. So this is what is the complete canvas of OE. So if we see what will be our overall, you can say, curriculum framework for 3 years or 4 years degree program in compliance with GR. With this background, let us look at our GRs and this thing. So our undergraduate program, just summarizing, per semester credit will have to be 20 to 22, and per year credits will have to be necessarily 40 to 44. Now, when I use word credit, we know from our discussion, credit is related with notional learning hours. So per semester minimum 600 notional learning hour, per week minimum 40 learning hours. Learning hours will have lecture, tutorial, practical, and self-learning. So together, a student will have to, you can say, exert for minimum 40 learning hours per week, and we educators will have to keep record for it. For our contact hours and workload, that is different than students learning hour. So students learning hours are minimum 40. Contact hours will be around 28 and 32 as we used to have earlier also. Then credits per year must be 40 to 44. And total credits for 3 years will be 120 to 132. And for 4 years, multidisciplinary, it will be 160 to 176. This is what our GR also says. This is what NEP says. This is what NCRF says. This is what NHEQF also says. So everything is mapped. So the credit framework in general given through our GR, you will find they have given the level, they have given difficulty level also. So first year they have given 100 difficulty level, for second year 200 difficulty level, for third year 300 difficulty level. So for first year 0 to 99 they have asked, and first year is that is level 4.50 has got 2 semesters, and they have divided the subjects also. Even though they have mentioned major, but in first semester, second semester, it is not really major minor, because major minor will be finalized at the end of second semester. But you will find they have shown either 2 to 3 subjects you can take subject, minimum 2 or maximum 3. They have mentioned 2 or 3. Amravati University in some faculty have chosen 3, some faculty have chosen 2. Along with that, generic elective or open elective is there. See, VSEC has got two components. One is vocational skill, which is related to major. Since it is related to major, it is not given in first year. Second component of VSEC is skill enhancement course. So it may have life skills. UGC has given very good syllabus for life skills also. Jivan Kaushalya 2.0 they have called it. So those courses, skill enhancement with reference to life skills, they are given 2 credit in first semester, 2 credit. Now, if it is theory, we know 2 credit means 30 hours. If it is practical, 2 credits means 60 hours per semester. IKS generic, since it is generic, no major minor, so it is provided in first year. Subject major specific is provided in third semester. Ability enhancement course, AEC, value education course, and co-curricular course. So minimum 20 credit courses for first semester, minimum 20 courses, credit courses for second semester. So 1 year is of 40 credit, 1 year is of 1200 learning hours minimum. And if the student prefers to exit, the student will have to do on another 4 credit through either skill courses or through internship. So this is GR. Now you will find it completely maps with what we have discussed in NCRF and NHEQF. Just I will take one example of second year and then I will skip because it is repetition. So these are the abbreviations given. So first year means level 4.5, it will consist of 2 semesters, first and second. Credits to be earned will be minimum 40, maximum 44. Additional 4 credits and have to be earned through skill courses. Then the student can exit, or student will opt to go for higher level, that is level 5. So for level 5 again, courses are given. For level 5 again, you will find difficulty level is 200, level is 5.0. So now certificate level is completed. Now student is entering into diploma level. So again, here major and minor will come after end of second semester, that is third semester. So here major core elective can be there. Then here vocational skill component is there, field project, on the job training, or community engagement program. Either of these three has to be given. Minor has to be given, generic elective or open elective. Skill enhancement course. Now here it can be vocational skill because now major is fixed. Then here IKS will be now related to major. First year it was generic because there was nothing like major minor. But in second year, that is level 5, this IKS will be related to the major whatever student has selected. Again, ability enhancement course, value education course, co-curricular courses. You will find they end at level 5. For 5.5, CC, etc. is not mentioned, but student can participate and earn credit also. Amravati University has made provision that if student earn credit say through national participations or state level participation at level 5.5 or 6 also, then also credit will be given in lieu of something G or OE, because in that case student has shown exemplary is passion for sports or culture, then it is for Amravati University has decided that is what is generic elective looks for. So instead of any special course, if the student participate at state level, national level in any co-curricular, then that credit will be considered in lieu of GOE. So this is how, but minimum credit attainment will be again 20 each semester. So now here diploma will be in major similar pattern is repeated for third year and fourth year. So I will not repeat for third year and fourth year. So this is what the student will earn as per GR. So this is what is the implementation of National Credit Framework, National Qualification Framework. Out this you can say in qualification descriptors in those five domains, and we have seen that and how it is taken care of in GR, and on the basis of GR whatever scheme university has prepared for first year, second year, third year, and distribution of the courses. Now, inside those courses, what is given depending upon level is the autonomy available with the board of studies, or you can say for autonomous colleges. So let us wait for 1 minute. If the correlation between NCRF, NHEQF is related with verticals given in GR and overall framework, credit framework and distribution of various subjects at various level is given. So everything is now culminated into form of GR, and through GR, whatever as I was telling, this is what is finally distributed level wise. So level 4.5, 5.5. Now inside the subject, that is what finally we will be discussing. It will based on outcome based education, LOCF. So that outcome based learning, outcome based curriculum framework, LOBE or LOCF, that part we will do now in last phase of our discussion. But NCRF and NHEAF related with GR and its vertical and final framework, which we are implementing in university and colleges. This is what we have to correlate for our last 1 hour discussion. I will wait for 1 minute. If anything anybody wants to add, anybody wants to supplement, anybody wants to correct me, or anybody wants to know something more about it, let us wait for a minute or two. Yes, participant, anybody wants to give any comment?
Sir, not a comment, but again a doubt.
Yeah, ma'am, please.
Sir, what about the outcomes that are intangible? Can they not be assessed or mapped here? So, according to
See, very true. Outcome cannot be unspecified. It has to be very clearly specified. Suppose we are arranging Ganpati festival in our college. Why? What is that we are expecting student to learn through that festival? Specified. So if we want to give credit for participation as a co-curricular, unless expected learning outcome are clearly defined, we cannot do.
sir,
Now, us, yeah, yes,
in case my outcome is like you just gave the example of arranging Ganesh festival. So,
right,
if I say that my outcome is students will learn teamwork,
right.
how will I be able to assess this?
Yes,
When
rubrics, you prepare the rubrics. See, time management, whether it was a fixed day, fixed time, whether students were able to do in within a time framework. So time management, they are able to give one point. Whether there was any differences between and somebody has solved among students, they have solved about say decoration. right, give some points. Some student may be doing some decoration part, performing art part, give some point. So rubrics will have to be prepared, and you, it is presently not given, but we will have to design our own rubrics, and we say that okay, if these 10 points are met, I will say that okay, it is equivalent to my 1 credit or half credit or 0.25 credit.
Sir,
Okay, sir.
if I may please,
Yes, sir. Please, please, ma'am.
sir, carrying on with what Miss Majumdar just asked, ours is a multi-faculty
Right, ma'am.
college. So, if we are creating
Yes.
rubrics for tangible or non-tangible
Right.
issues, so can the different departments have different
Sure,
rubrics?
every teacher has got, you can say, freedom to design his own rubrics. Only thing, make it clear, open to the student. You give it that this is how assessment will be done. Make it public. Nobody should tell that I was not knowing that I will be evaluated on this account. Every teacher can make, in my opinion, there is no restriction. Why every faculty, why every department, every individual? For intangible things, you design your own rubrics. You design your own method of assessment. Only thing, be transparent.
So for every event, we might have to design a rubric.
Yes, yes, man.
Okay.
Sports will be different, gathering will be different, in dance will be different, somebody is in audience, because we are testing on three domains: attitude, behavior. If I am only in audience and my attitude and behavior, you can measure it. And it's not necessary that everybody will be evaluated on every event. Some people do not participate. I may not participate at all in any sport, say for example. Then I may not get credit on sport, but I may participate in poster presentation. There I will get my credits from.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Thank you,
It's a
sir.
challenge, definitely, ma'am. There is no, means even though I am telling, I also know that there is no ready-made solution. I am just telling you in future what are the challenges before us also. Incidentally, during the course only.
Yes, sir.
In many of the verticals, value education, how will you know the value? How will we know it cannot be only through written examination, no values.
Yes, exactly,
So
sir.
definitely there are challenges, but anyways, since education means three domain, say in assignment also we know who copies and who does it. Now plagiarism is not only for PhD. Plagiarism is for even first semester assignment. Even in practical, somebody performs it, others copy it. So if we observe it, those observations have to be mentioned on the file of that student, and we'll have to tell that this is not accepted. Do something on your own, or you will lose marks on basis of your value and ethics system.
Yes, sir.
Okay. To some extent, am I able to satisfy the query?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Highly informative.
Yes. Okay, should we go to our last leg, that is outcome-based education?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now this is, ma'am, another very important aspect. Complete system is getting oriented towards outcome-based education. Now, if you see the new formats of NAC or philosophy of NAC or NBA, you will find they will only and only major whatever 10, 11 criteria are there, ultimately they lead to this OBE. Our whole education system is getting reoriented towards OBE only. So it is about performance. What does it mean? There has to be a performer, that is a learner student, not only the teacher. So focus is going from teaching to learning, and it is the basis. Performance outcome is the basis henceforth. So there has to be something performable, demonstrable, and accessible to perform. Now, madam, your query, how I will intangible things, there has to be something which needs to be, which can be demonstrated, which can be assessed. Then only this system can work. And the focus is on performance, not on the activity or task to be performed. प्रोसेस पे कोई वेटेज ज्यादा नहीं है. outcome based, how what was the final performance. So this is the basis of OBE. Now it is focused on competency. We are moving towards competency based education. So OBE focuses on student competency. Concentration is on outcomes or goal, not on marks or scores. The goals will be in skills, knowledge, and attitude, three domains. So learner should have and demonstrates both. The learner should have and the मेरे पास है लेकिन मैंने demonstrate नहीं किया तो नहीं चलेगा. The student should have as well as the student should demonstrate during and at the end of course. So it is a continuous evaluation. So attitude is to be evaluated throughout, knowledge is to be evaluated throughout, skills are to be evaluated throughout, as well as at the end also. So these are the key areas. Now capacity, so it is the ability to be consistent, competencies are achievement and learning because competencies are attained over the period of time. Therefore, interim markers are learning achievement. So these three terms are important for understanding this outcome based education. Now, this document, LOCF, Learning Outcome Based Curriculum Framework for undergraduate, this document is available, public domain. Again, UGC, Ministry of Education, and all you can say statutory bodies together have come out. All our curriculum, all our syllabi, all our assessment should be in alignment with this document now. Learning outcome based document. So this is for underpinning the planning and development of curriculum. It is the framework based on expected learning outcome, academic standards, and to be attained by a graduate of program of study and holder of qualification. Standard and outcomes. These are the two keywords of LOCF. It includes graduate attributes. So first page of any curriculum after vision mission page must write graduate attributes. Now graduate attributes, as I told you, we did not have to describe. It is already given by our statutory bodies, UGC, AICT, they have already given the attribute. As it is, we have to cut and paste it. Qualification descriptors, if it is first year syllabus, we should write descriptors of 4.50. If it is third year syllabus, we have to write corresponding descriptors of level 5.50. Program learning outcome, and finally course learning outcome, and then description of the courses. This is how it must go in this format only. Certificate, diploma, degree, they are the title qualification awarded after satisfactory completion and achievement. So these two things are necessary: satisfactory completion, that is duration, and achievement of outcome. Then only certificate, diploma, and degree has to be given. And they are awarded on the basis of demonstrated achievement, knowledge, understanding, skill, attitude, values, and standards expected. So these are again key elements on which this LOCF is based. So now let us go how this curriculum is to be framed. It starts with a clear statement on what knowledge, skills, attitude the student will be able to demonstrate as having acquired on successful completion of program of study, and they should be clearly measurable. This is the first requirement of outcome based curriculum. So write down attributes, first page. Write down program educational objectives. I will explain what is the difference between objective and outcome. Now, objectives means something after 3 4 years of graduating, what student is expected to do. That should be written very clearly that we are preparing students for this profession and they will be able to do this after graduating from my university. So that has to be a second statement. Then program specific outcome. Program outcomes, 11 program outcomes are already given by NAC and NBA. They have to be taken as it is, only put suitable words for our own program. Then course learning outcome or course outcome, and then our content will start. So planning will start from long-term program educational outcomes, then program specific outcomes and exit outcomes, program outcomes, course outcome, modular outcome, and for each session, intended learning outcome. This will be the planning, and execution will be from bottom to top. Every session should write at the end of my session, the student will be able to understand this, will be able to do this, whatever we are expecting in our session. Then it will come to module outcome, then course outcome, like that. So execution will be from bottom to top of this pyramid, but planning will be from top to bottom. This is how we have to proceed. Now, graduate attributes are generally, means why generally? They are given by UGC, AICT with as per international standards and level. So they are the abilities which are looked into a graduate of any undergraduate program. So they are irrespective of the program, BA, BCom, BSc, attributes of any graduate will remain same. And those have to be ensured. You will find those attributes are generally in three parts. One is cognitive part, second is skills part, and third is behavior part. So they are very clearly defined. 10, 12 attributes are given. We have to ensure that at the end of our program, those attributes are embedded in our student. So they are particular quality or feature or characteristics of individual, including knowledge, skill, attitudes, and values expected from a graduate of any higher educational institute. They are the basis for formation of program outcome. Those attributes lead to outcome. As I was saying, these attributes and program outcome are already given by UGC, AICT, NAC, or NBA. So attributes and outcomes we have to take from them, and now according to those attributes and outcome, we have to design our program curriculum. Now, next, third will be program educational objective. See, earlier we are using the word outcome, here we are using the word objective. This objective is what the student will be able to do with what they have learned already. So they will be like after they leave the college and are living full and productive life. That time what they are expected to do in their career and professional life, that is attain after few years of graduation, those are the objectives. So those will be program specific from science. If the science graduate is there after 2 3 years, he may be in postgraduate, maybe in research, maybe in some commercial establishment. So whatever our curriculum we will be planning for what we are preparing him, those objectives have to be specified. So graduate attributes we are given, program outcomes we have given, now objectives we have given, then comes specific outcomes. Now they are the narrow statement that describes what the learner of a particular specialization of program are expected to know, able to perform or attend by the time of graduation. See, PEO, the objective was after graduating 2 3 years, PSOs are expected at the time of graduation. So they are also function of various course combinations offered by the institute. Program outcomes, as I told you, they 11, 12 are there, and those are again given by UGC, so we can adopt. They are based on the attributes. And finally, once we have defined attributes, we have defined POs, we have defined objectives, and we have defined specific outcomes. For achievement of those outcomes and objectives, what type of courses we will give, that will come under each individual course. Suppose there are 10 courses in first year. Each course, how it will attribute to expected PSO, expected PO, expected PO. Keeping those POs in mind, I have designed these are the subjects I will teach to my student. So for each course, each subject, I should write through this course what things the student will be doing, the outcome will be there. So that will be called as course learning outcome. And for that outcomes, I will write whatever content of that course. So this is what we have to do in OBE, generally our courses etc. are given by the university. So we go on back reverse engineering, try to match it. But OBE expects this type of form. So finally, for every session, every my bit of my unit, what I will write is intended learning outcome. So following details in that statement should be kept in mind. Who is for whom, that is performer, that is in our case learner. Performance, final behavior, what we are expecting. What are the resources or capacity, that is condition, and competency with degree of performance. Say for 4.5, what is the expected performance? For 5, what is the performance? So it is known as ABCD. So learner, capacity, resources, behavior, and degree of performance. Our every intended learning outcome should have these four details. That is known as ABCD as per you can say standard you can say processes which have come out. So for example, at the end of level 4.5, what is expected? Command and proficiency in broad range of specialized, routine, non-routine context, factual, theoretical knowledge, wide range of cognitive practical skills, logical mathematical skills, presentation skills. So this is what will be expected. So according to this statement only, I will frame the syllabus. Say use of both standard non-standard practices. Job holder will be responsible for completion of their own work. Individual employed. So these specifications we will write when we will design a syllabus for level 4.5. So these are qualification descriptors. Mapping with this expected outcome, our curriculum will be designed. Now assessment is most important part of you can say our NEP final implementation. So assessment, examination, and evaluation. This is what we will be doing more importantly, and probably this is the area where our accountability later on. I am nowhere it is written, but I am afraid that when that fifth pillar of accountability will come after 5-10 years, probably we are considered to be competent authority for assessment, examination, and evaluation that student has demonstrated the expected learning outcome. That is why we have awarded the credit. We certify that my certificate qualification holder possesses those attributes expected at national and international level. So this is when we give credit means we are certifying, we are validating the embedment of those attributes in the proper that qualification holder. So assessment, evaluation, examination are very important for us. So everybody of us should clearly understand assessment is the process of collecting, recording, storing, describing, and interpreting information about learning. So tangible, intangible. Do the assessment. We cannot examine probably. Examination is the quantitative measure of learner's performance, and it is held at the end of academic session or semester. So no chance of giving improvement generally unless re-exam is taken. But evaluation is a process of making judgment based on evidences and interpretation gathered through examination and assessment and on the basis of agreed upon criteria. So friends, in my opinion, all of us will be slowly, because student can learn from various sources, formal, informal, online, etc. But we will be truly responsible for this part. So evaluation reforms, what is formative assessment, what is metacognitive assessment, what is summative assessment, what is evaluation, what is examination, where we can assess, where we can examine, finally how we will evaluate. So those things itself, in my opinion, is a complete topic of separate FDP of a week or so. So assessment tools, assessment methodologies, how evaluation is done from assessment, what is formative, how examination. depending upon Blue's taxonomy, which verbs should be used. So how we can say that using these verbs, how much attainment has taken place. So those things will be very critical when fully NEP will be implemented. So I think finally, depending upon the learning levels, we can the question which earlier our friends have asked, how we will assess. So probably remembering, understanding, applying, and analyzing is generally done through continuous assessment, maybe this thing, continuous evaluation or examination or semester end, formative or summative. But analyzing, evaluating, and creating these levels can be assessed through course project, mini project, minor project, or capstone project. So these are the general guidelines given by UGC and AICT in their evaluation reforms and exam reforms. And finally, everybody of us will have to devise and design assessment rubrics. Particularly for assessment, it is a scoring guide. It is a tool used to interpret and grade student on any kind of work against criteria and standard. So define the criteria, set the standard, make the rubric, and assess the student. So I think 10 minutes are remaining for our interactive session. So I think I should stop. So I really sincerely express my gratitude to Madam for giving me an opportunity. MMTC, Nagpur University, Rashtriya Sant Tukadoji Maharaj, Nagpur University, Nagpur, and all learned participants for really showing interest, taking part, asking very pertinent queries. And I hope this will help all of us to make our student as expected in NEP prepare student for अर्थपूर्ण आणि हॅपी लाईफ. आपण आपल्या विद्यार्थ्यांना अर्थपूर्ण जीवन, सुखी जीवन, they are enable will enable them for economic independence, and we will prepare them for future job roles using all the tools and techniques envisioned in, you can say, NEP, and we will travel the journey from local to global through national. Thank you very much. Let us open for interaction, if any.
येस सर. वंडरफुल सेशन सर. खूप छान तुम्ही मार्गदर्शन केलं सर तीनही टॉपिक वरती. खूपच सुंदर सर.
Thank you.
छान झाला सेशन सर.
Thank you, madam.
डिटेलमध्ये तुम्ही समजावून सांगितलं. रुब्रिक्स तर अक्षरशः फार गरजेचं आहे स्टुडंटसाठी पण आणि टीचर्ससाठी पण.
Oh,
खूप छान समजावलं
yes,
सर तुम्ही. किसी को कुछ
thank you, madam.
क्वेश्चंस है? इफ यू हैव एनी क्वेरी प्लीज आस्क.
Query nahi hai, madam. It is a request.
या
Sir,
प्लीज.
if you can please share your
Yeah,
PowerPoint through
yeah, yeah,
PPT.
yeah,
We
yeah, yeah.
would like to
Yes,
have it. It's
sure,
very
sure, madam.
important.
येस
Sure,
मॅम.
sure, sure.
Yes, I'll share
Uh,
recording also, and if sir share it to me, I'll share PPT in our WhatsApp group also.
within half an hour, ma'am, on your
Thank you, sir.
email, I will share complete my PPT. Within half an
Yes, yes,
hour,
sir.
yeah, I will
Yes,
share
sir.
it to you, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, sir.
Yes.
So, friends, if there are no queries, we will wind up our session. I extend my heartfelt thanks to respected Marathe sir once again on behalf of
Thank you, ma'am.
UGC, MMTTC, RTM, Nagpur
I have
University,
question.
and for accepting our invitation and enlightening the participants. Thank you so much, Marathe sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Namas
Yes.
Namaskar, sir. Thank
Yes.
you.
Should I leave now, ma'am?
Yes, 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 sir.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you, all of you.
क्वेश्चन होता मॅडम.
Sir,
Yes, ma'am.
sir, एक मिनिट प्रश्न
Yes.
आहे.
हो हो हो, मी दिसतोय का मॅम? मला लक्षात येत
हो
नाही.
हो सर,
हो हो.
दिसतंय तुम्ही.
Yes, yes.
बोला सर.
Sir, I want to ask regarding exit that after first semester, after obtaining I think 40 credits or 44 credits, student have to apply for certificate or the university by default give the student certificate.
Number one, sir,
A-
semester wise, there is no exit point. It is
Yeah,
year wise,
sorry, sorry, sorry.
level wise.
Yes,
Number
yes,
one.
sorry, sorry.
Second thing, exit is should be in exceptional case. It is not a matter of routine. Number one. Two.
Okay,
Number three, those who continue will not get certificate. Certificate or diploma will only be if the student opt to exit. Third thing. Number four, even if student opt to exit, the student will have to earn additional 4 credit through either internship or skill courses. And number 5, whether institute will give or whether university will give, all credits are deposited in academic bank of credit. As soon as certificate is given either on the recommendation of college to by university or by institute, that whatever they decide, automatically those credits will get lost from academic bank. It is just like we deposit money and we withdraw it. So
okay,
credits are equivalent to that. Suppose I deposit 80 credits and I opt to exit, my those 80 credits will become zero, and
okay,
on the recommendation of institute, after that credits are removed from academic bank, then that certificate or diploma will be awarded. Now who will award it? I do not really, I am not the authority, but in my opinion, on the recommendation of college, university should award it. Should, I am not saying will, huh? Should award it.
yes, yes. Thank you, sir.
Good
Anyone
evening, sir.
else?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Yes.
Sir, एक question है. It's very difficult to even actually express. थोड़ा टूटी फूटी लैंग्वेज में बोल रहा हूँ सर.
Sir,
सर,
sir,
how
sir, language, NEP बोलती है language is not a barrier. That is why intermittently I spoke in
ये थोड़ा
Marathi deliberately.
complicated है because you said assessment and sir, what is the basically difference between collecting examination and then evaluation? Because हम assessment अगर कर रहे हैं तो information जो collect करके करें, एक तरफ quantitative data है, एक तरफ qualitative data है. How difficult it is and how much authenticity it will be there.
यस
This
सर,
is
मैं आपको मेरे मुझे जो समझ में आया वो बताने की कोशिश करता हूँ. डिफरेंस बिटवीन पहले असेसमेंट एग्जामिनेशन एंड देन फाइनली इवेल्युएशन. पहले देखो, कंट्रोलर ऑफ एग्जामिनेशन नाम हुआ करता था. नाउ इट इज इवेल्युएशन एंड एग्जामिनेशन डायरेक्टर. अब मेरे हिसाब से सर, असेसमेंट इज, अगर आपने मुझे आपके घर पे खाने को बुलाया, तो आप जब खाना बनाओगे तो आप बोलोगे कि भाई थोड़ा मेहमान आ रहे हैं, टेस्ट कर लो, उसमें कुछ कम ज्यादा हुआ होता तो ऐड कर सकते हैं. दैट इज असेसमेंट वेयर देयर इज स्कोप फॉर इम्प्रूवमेंट फॉर बोथ लर्नर एज वेल एज टीचर. आप असेस करते हो तो देयर इज स्कोप फॉर इम्प्रूवमेंट फॉर बोथ टीचर एज वेल एज लर्नर. वो कंटिन्यूअस प्रोसेस में किया जाता है, इसलिए उसको फॉर्मेटिव असेसमेंट बोलते हैं, where both the learner and teacher they know where improvement is required and then improve them and they go on improving the performance. So it is applicable not only to student, to the teacher. जैसे खाना बनाते वक्त हमने अच्छा नहीं, अब ठीक हो गया, बराबर हो गया नमक वगैरह. Now when finally guest come and eats, that is examination. There is no scope of improvement that time. So that is the difference between assessment and examination. Examination is summative at the end of unit, at the end of semester, and there is no, it is a measurable, but performance जो है वो है, अब उसको inform नहीं कर सकते आप लोग. That is examination. Now
सर authenticity की बात नहीं आती है.
no, sir, अभी तो now it is expected that most of the assessment should be done internally. So you have to keep the record. There comes the pillar of accountability, sir. Because your credits are deposited at national level in academic bank. So when that NHERA, etc., regularity authority will come and they will definitely take the audit. अभी जो हर किसी को ऑटोनॉमी दी जाती है, प्रेजेंटली दे विल से ओके, बट योर evaluation, assessment, examination system will be most critical at later stage, I am telling you, because your accountability, authenticity, credibility will depend upon your assessment, examination, and evaluation system.
Thank
And
you very much.
after assessment and examination,
Correct.
complete things should get evaluated. कंसिस्टेंसी आप देखोगे सीबीएसई वगैरह या तो फॉरेन बोर्ड्स के जो एग्जाम्स होते हैं दे कंटिन्यूअसली इवेल्युएट द परफॉर्मेंस एंड इफ देयर इज स्ट्रिक्ट सडनली बहुत अच्छा हो गया है बहुत ही एकदम ड्रॉप हो गया है so that time such type of fluctuations it
इंक्वायरी होती है.
needs yeah that is the evaluation. So there will be three stages: assessment, examination, and evaluation. Then it will be certified that yes, attainment of expected learning outcome is done. That is why I have told that every teacher should prepare for every lecture. Suppose I take two lectures to complete certain bit of my unit. Say my course I am teaching certain course. It has got 6 units. I start with first unit. First unit has got 3 4 bits. Those 3 bits, 4 bits together makes one unit. Now I start with bit one. It takes me to three lecture sessions to complete that bit. For that every bit, I should first write what is my intended learning outcome. And end of that bit, after 2 sessions, even one first session, I should assess the student and I should keep record. Then only we can say that, see, my every bit is assessed. So my every unit is assessed. After every 2 units, I have taken a unit test examination, class test examination. So I have got continuous assessment plus test, that is examination. And then finally, out of 40%, say there are 40 internal marks, 60 external marks. So 40 marks justification of continuous internal assessment and examination should have some documentation of every teacher. Then only our 40% and universities and exam, some
True.
summative examination. Together it will justify. Sir, I am again repeating,
Yes,
our
sir.
main focus will be assessment, examination, evaluation from day one, from lecture one, and all rubrics. This is the challenge. So I request ma'am to have a separate, you can say, FDP on evaluation reforms.
It's going to be a challenging time.
Yes, that will be challenge. Rubrics कैसे बनाना है, assess कैसे करना है, exam कैसे लेना है, evaluate कैसे करना है.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I hope to some extent I am able to answer your.
Indeed.
अजून कोणाला काही प्रश्न आहेत? थांबायचं सर इथे?
हो मॅम चला थँक्यू.
येस. ओके ओके. चला थँक्यू सो मच सर. पुन्हा एकदा धन्यवाद तुम्हाला आम्हा सर्वांतर्फे. थँक्यू सो मच सर. थँक्यू. Thank you everyone. हम यहाँ पे रुकते हैं. As per our timetable, we will meet on Monday. Yes, sir. We will meet on Monday at 4 o'clock. Thank you so much everyone.
You can leave.